My name is Moris B Mpofu. I'm the chairman of the board of Homelink Private Ltd, and I'm also the director for exchange control at the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe.
You've been on a week-long tour of the UK meeting the Zimbabwean diaspora. What is the purpose of that visit?
The purpose of our visit in the diaspora, especially in the UK, in London, is to re-engage Zimbabweans in the UK and introduce Homelink. Homelink Private Ltd is a company that is owned by the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe. It was established in 2004 to serve Zimbabweans in the diaspora by providing products and services that meet investment and consumption needs of Zimbabweans.
What are some of those products and services that you are offering in the diaspora?
We offer a wide range of products. In this rebranding exercise that we are conducting, we offering home loans, housing development scheme facilities to Zimbabweans in the diaspora, where Zimbabweans can get mortgage loans from Homelink to buy properties back home. Some of these properties they can buy from the market, or they can buy properties that have been specially constructed by Homelink through its land properties that it has in Zimbabwe, in Harare, in Masvingo, in Gweru, in Bulawayo, and many other parts, provinces in Zimbabwe, where we have got land and we will be constructing houses, properties, both in the high, low, and medium density areas, and to meet the wide range of demand from the diaspora. The products that we are offering to Zimbabweans in the diaspora are both demand and supply based. Demand in the sense that we look at what Zimbabweans themselves want back home in terms of ownership or in terms of investment. And then we design products that meet the Zimbabweans' need. On the supply side, we look at the Zimbabwean market ourselves and say, what is it that we have in Zimbabwe which we need to sell or market to Zimbabweans in the diaspora so that they are linked to back home. So it's not only with regard to housing projects that we are embarking on. We have got quite big and ambitious projects that we are going to partake in. Because Homelink is owned by the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe, Homelink is going to interface with most government ministries, particularly economic ministries, such as the Ministry of Industry, the Ministry of Tourism, the Ministries of Energy, Ministries of Small-Scale Enterprises, and Ministry of Tourism. These ministries, they are going to use Homelink to market investment opportunities in these various ministries. For example, within the Ministry of Energy, we have got what we call mini hydropower projects. These mini hydropower projects, they are available for investors, both the diaspora direct investor and the foreign direct investor. So we are going to be selling these investment projects to Zimbabweans in the diaspora. The capital requirements for such projects range from 400,000 to 250 million. So the Zimbabwean in the diaspora can syndicate with other Zimbabweans within the diaspora, or they can raise financing from wherever they are domiciled to go and invest in these power projects. We've got within the Ministry of Tourism, yesterday the Minister of Tourism, who was also here on the World Tourism Fair, did indicate that he would want to use Homelink to sell various theme parks that are being established in Zimbabwe. The first one that he did mention was the Victoria Falls, that there's going to be a big theme park, and this big theme park, he wants diaspora participation. So the diaspora community that has got capital and that can raise capital from the diaspora, they can raise this capital to come and invest. So Homelink is going to provide that link with the necessary authorities to ensure that the Zimbabweans in the diaspora invest. We also have within the government, the Ministry of Small Scale Enterprises, because we know that there are a lot of Zimbabweans in the diaspora that wish to invest in small scale businesses in Zimbabwe. So we will also, by interfacing with that ministry, be able to use our interactive Homelink website to sell to the diasporans small scale investments. In the large scale investment sector, the Ministry of Industry, we've got industries that are closing in Bulawayo, and we would want to create a platform for Zimbabweans to also get interested in resuscitating the Bulawayo industry by investing, because these industries need capitalization, and we think that those that have got the capability to raise financing offshore, they can do so and participate in these investments. The list is endless. I can spend the whole day trying to, because we've got a vision as Homelink, and this vision is to be a global partner that will provide investment and financial solutions to the diaspora. And we are going to do so by rebranding Homelink, by re-engineering it, and re-energizing ourselves to be able to deliver the products and services that meet the diaspora needs.
That is a very good and wide range of products. But the question which will be in the minds of some people in the diaspora is, what is the difference between this new Homelink and the old Homelink, whose products and services kind of fizzled out towards the end of the last decade?
That's a very good question, and I think that question gives me the opportunity to explain the challenges that came with that. Homelink was on sale. Homelink was on sale because at that time government wanted the Reserve Bank to dispose of its non-core assets, and Homelink just became one of those assets that the government asked the Reserve Bank to dispose. So from 2011 to 2014, I can say mid-2014, Homelink was quiet, but it was operating, still giving Zimbabweans in the diaspora loans, and also its money transfer agency, the EasyLink flagship, continued to participate or assist Zimbabweans remit money home. But it was not active in development and issuance of new products. That is why most Zimbabweans in the diaspora thought that Homelink was dead and buried. But to tell you the truth, Homelink is operating, and the new governor of the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe, Dr. John Mangudya, who came in May 2014, managed to convince government that Homelink is a very important company for the diaspora. Homelink is a very important company for the Reserve Bank in trying to engage and mobilize resources from the diaspora. And he convinced the government that Reserve Bank needs to retain Homelink so that we re-establish it, we re-engineer it, and rebrand it so that it becomes a new Homelink that will attain market leadership in provision of investment and financial solutions to Zimbabweans in the diaspora. So this new Homelink we are talking about today is a new Homelink that is re-energized, and there is a new board, a new management, and already it has cast its strategic vision, and this strategic vision is very clear that Homelink wants to grow. As Homelink grows, it is also the growth of the Zimbabwean that is in the diaspora, because Zimbabweans in the diaspora are the main stakeholders of Homelink.
Within the diaspora, there is a bit of anxiety which has affected confidence in the Zimbabwean banking sector based on the experiences in the past and perhaps current on the challenges facing the sector. What assurances can you give people in the diaspora that this product that you're offering and this vehicle you have is one that is solid, that will function and perform well into the future?
Because of the experiences of the past, I think Homelink itself has learned from the experiences of the past. And we're very much aware that we're operating in a very competitive environment. As we're operating in the very competitive environment, because they say competition brings efficiency. And we think that as Homelink, as we are geared for the future, we have taken into account all the challenges that we are likely to face in bringing a product on the table that is highly competitive and acceptable to the diaspora, and which can also stand the test of time. And we are very much aware that there is need to build confidence in Zimbabweans in the diaspora, and we can only build that confidence by delivering a product that is credible with the utmost integrity. Homelink has also established in its infrastructure and framework Homelink web portal that is very interactive to allow Zimbabweans to deal directly with Homelink, so that we provide security of ownership and security of investments in Zimbabwe. And Homelink being owned by the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe, which is the premier financial institution and also the regulator of the financial sector in Zimbabwe, is expected to apply best practice in the offering of these products and services. And its relationship with government will allow Homelink to leverage so that we offer these products at the lowest possible cost to afford the Zimbabwean in the diaspora, who we are very much sensitive is actually working very hard to raise the income that they are raising, and we think that we need to make it easier for them to own assets back home with the little that they are earning.
Are these products you're talking about now readily available to the diaspora? If not, when can we expect them to be rolled out or made available to the diaspora?
There are quite a number of products that are already available, especially with regard to the Homelink scheme. Even today, you go through the Homelink email website and seek for an application form. If you have got a home which you want to buy, Homelink will avail these home loans immediately. And the projects that we are building will take effect next year, as Homelink is already mobilizing funds. And the other thing is that Homelink's projects will be underwritten externally, as Homelink intends also to issue what we call a diaspora bond. We are in the midst of developing or structuring that bond, and one of our reasons why we are here in the diaspora is to consult and find out from Zimbabweans what are their expectations if Homelink were to issue a diaspora bond. What would make them participate in that bond? That is why I indicated that most of our products are both demand and supply based.
The final question that will be in everyone's mind is, how do we get in touch with Homelink? Where do we find Homelink? How do we contact them?
You can get in touch with Homelink. We have already issued some pamphlets. I think these pamphlets have got the contact details for Homelink, but you can also contact Homelink directly through marketing at homelink.com. And you can also contact Homelink through the website www.homelinkzim.com. And there are also quite a number of open lines that we have indicated to contact our Homelink call center. But to say the least is that the strategy for Homelink in the next few months is to open offices in the UK and many other countries where we will be best, because we want to establish that direct link with the Zimbabweans in the diaspora. We don't want to use agents anymore. I think it is important for me also to clarify why Homelink does not want to use agents. It's because when we started as Homelink, we had a lot of trust and confidence in some agents that we appointed who are in the diaspora. We were working with these agents and whom we called the project promoters. And these people were actually a disappointment in that most of them shortchanged Homelink clients, up to the point where Homelink clients thought that Homelink was a scam. But I'm happy to say that Homelink realized this earlier than it was late, and it had to make amends by reimbursing all the clients that were shortchanged by these clients, by these promoters or agents. Homelink became a victim of these project promoters. And I'm also happy to say that moving forward, as from today, Homelink is re-establishing its confidence and trust by dealing directly with the Zimbabwean in the diaspora. So Zimbabweans in the diaspora, we are in this technology age where the internet is a very important communication tool. So we use all available means through the website, through social media, etc. to communicate directly with the diaspora and sell our products and make and receive payments through that same system.
Mr. Mpofu, thank you.
Thank you very much.